just waiting for you to come flying along. Heaven, a songbird, we were so wrong. We've harmed you, oh hummingbird. Lend us your wings, let us soar in the atmosphere of all. Lift us up to the heaven of holiness, oh source of our being, oh hummingbird. Hummingbird, don't fly away, fly away. Hummingbird, don't fly away, fly away. In you I found my fragrance, I love you till I die. I just love you, love you, love you. I don't even know the reason why. Hummingbird, don't fly away, fly away. Hummingbird, don't fly away, fly away. The sweetness of your nectar is stronger like a fire. I just love you, love you, love you. I don't even know the reason why. Hummingbird, don't fly away, don't fly away. Hummingbird, don't fly away, don't fly away. Haven't you noticed the day somehow keep getting longer, and the spirit voices whisper in us all? Haven't you noticed the rain? The spirit sun is stronger, and the new day is dawning for us all. Hummingbird, don't fly away, fly away. Hummingbird, don't fly away, fly away. At last there comes the gardener, he's come to till the flowers, the God of understanding, wisdom, peace, love is ours. Hummingbird, don't fly away, don't fly away. Hummingbird, don't fly away, don't fly away. 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 Don't fly
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's really nice to be back in Chicago. We always love to come to Chicago, but this time it's a very special time for us because we were able to do something that we can't usually, and that's have all of our families here, our wives, our two babies, our cousins, nieces, nephews, sisters, brothers.
Aunts and uncles.
Aunts and uncles, right. And they've made it special for us because we've been able to be together for the last 4 days. And we don't get a chance very much. And so we're going to let you in on the 2 sources of inspiration for our music and for our lyrics and melodies and thoughts and so forth. And one of them is our families, and the other one is our faith.
Dash and I, about 7 years ago in California, we heard about the Baha'i Faith for the first time, and we investigated the teachings and the claim, and we began to write little poems and songs and things about Baha'u'llah. And sometimes we'd have maybe one person that would come up on the street corner, and say, hey, what's that new religion or, thing that you're into? And so we would sit and talk with them. Sometimes they would come to the hotel room and sometimes to the dressing room. And more people began to ask. And pretty soon we started to have, we'd go on talk shows and in magazine articles and things like this, we'd let people know about it. And then we started having Baha'i rap sessions, or firesides they're called. And we would have these after the concerts. And people now are staying by the thousands, and they go into questions and answers and all this. This is a song that was inspired by the Baha'i writings. And it's a story, it's called Windflowers. It's a story about a young man and his thirst for new knowledge, and how his father continues to hold on to the old world and the old traditions and customs. Windflowers. My father told me never to go near them. He said he feared them always. And he told me that they carried him away. Windflowers. Beautiful, beautiful windflowers. I couldn't wait to touch them. To smell them, I held them closely. And now I cannot break away. Ancient windflowers. Their beauty captures every young dreamer who lingers near them. But ancient windflowers, I love you.
Windflowers, my father told me not to go near them. He feared them always. Said they carried him away. Windflowers, I couldn't wait to touch them, to smell them. I held them closely. Now I cannot break away. Their sweet bouquet disappears like the vapor in the desert. Take a warning sun. Windflowers, their beauty captures every young dreamer who lingers near them. Ancient windflowers, I love you. So the same but a game and then let it slip away. Love, like the autumn sun, should be dying, but it's only just begun. Like the twilight in the road up ahead, they don't see just where we're going. All the secrets in the universe in our youth, all the youth come and go, take us up, always up. We may never pass this way again. We may never pass this way again. We may never pass this way again. So say for the fools and then let them drift away. Peace, like the silent dove, should be flying, but it's only just begun. Like Columbus in the olden days, we must gather all our courage, sail our ships out on the open sea. Cast away our fears, the golden years come and go, take us up, always up. We may never pass this way again. We may never pass this way again. We may never pass this way again. I won't laugh while I'm laughing is easy. I wanna cry if it makes it worthwhile. I may never pass this way again. That's why I want it with you. You make me feel like I'm more than a friend, like I'm the journey and you're the journey's end. I may never pass this way again. That's why I want it with you, baby. We may never pass this way again. 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 Oh, Ruby Jean, last night I dreamed I was running somewhere beyond the stars. I called out to you, and you answered softly. You are the children's eyes. I'm the days gone by. Oh, Ruby Jean, it doesn't seem like a long, long time since we were born again into the dazzling light, uniting black and white.
Billy Lee, it's destiny that we meet again here on this earthly plane. I'll see all the world with you, but you'll have to help me through. You're the straight and narrow path, and I'm the wayfarer. Oh, Billy Lee, we shall be free in the years to come to help build the promised land. Go where the day springs to run forever and live as one. Is the object of our longing, we're his creation. We're like children of the kingdom. They won't be torn by war, nor will they kill or hate or hesitate to love.
Comes a Baha'i, he must believe in three principles: that mankind is one family, that there's one creator, and that all religion is from the same source. In other words, if I call this light in the back Christ, the one next to it Muhammad, this one over here Zoroaster, this one Baha'u'llah, each one of them come from different places in the room, but they all give the light.
All live in the year of Sunday, so many things are in store for us. What a gift to be born in Sundays, beautiful light way down here in the dust. People return to the tree of fondness. Oh, won't you hurry, the present is there. Down on our knees in the darkness of Sunday, we'll find the answer to all of our prayers. And then every day we'll be saved. You and me, how I pray, I pray. God made a pact with Abraham, never leave man alone. So Abraham gathered his family and brought his people home. Then came Moses, gave the world a push, climbed upon a mountain high. He got the 10 Commandments from a burning bush and put together his first tribe.
Jesus to Jerusalem, riding on his shoulder a dove. The dove upon his shoulder said he was the one to teach us how to love. Muhammad stayed out in the desert sun, stayed out there just as long as he could. The Maker gave him water from the river of life, and then he gave his nationhood.
And then time passed, soon the dark clouds came and covered up Muhammad's son. But the young Bob down in Persia land came to tell us all the promised one. Lo, the nightingale of paradise singeth upon the twigs of the tree of eternity. With holy and sweet melodies, proclaiming to the sincere ones the glad tidings of the nearness of God. all live in the year of Sunday. So many things are in store for us. Oh, what a gift to be born in Sundays. Beautiful light way down here in the dust. We all live in the year of Sunday. So many things are in store for us. Oh, what a gift to be born in Sundays. Beautiful light way down here in the dust.
The title song of our new album was written by Dash's sister-in-law, Lana Bogan, and she wrote it one night after she watched a television show on abortion and was very moved by this television show. So she wrote the lyrics and came over to us and said, would you put a melody to it? And we read the thing and we decided that we loved the lyrics and we put the music to it. And one thing led to another, and pretty soon we decided to call the whole album Unborn Child. This is dedicated to all of the expectant mothers. We know that for many years the medical profession have argued over when life actually begins. And in the Baha'i writings, Baha'u'llah says it begins at the moment of conception. So we feel that if a mother has this decision to make, that it would be nice to have all the facts before she makes it.
Oh, little baby, you'll never cry. No, will you hear a sweet love? 1, 2, 3, 4. But soon you'll be cut
I'd like for you to meet a couple of people who are special to me. Their music has been loved by the audiences in Europe, and they've had a #1 record in Japan. Would you please welcome England Dan and John Ford Coley.
Up in the morning, slip my goggles on, then I hitch a ride down to the field where I keep old Justice in a hanger. I check the wind with my finger, and alone I take him higher, 'cause I'm the pilot. Wave down to the people as I pass over their heads. The children try to touch me with balloons, and they watch old Justice wings a-climbing as we search another silver lining. And alone I take him higher, 'cause I'm the flyer. Justice has the power, sees the tower, will stop and say hello, hello. He says, let's take some time to check my lines, check my wires and tires, let's go, let's go. Never seem to tire of playing loop-de-loop, and it's such a feeling when I'm upside down. And I always keep old Justice shining, like a drone I hear his engine whining. And alone I take him higher, 'cause I'm the pilot.
Beautiful, beautiful music. This big, tall, handsome, good-looking milk drinker here is my younger brother, Dan Seals. I don't claim kin to this one, though.
I don't blame you.
That's beautiful. So, you remember the days in Texas when we used to play and throw rocks at one another?
Those were the good old days.
Those were good old days. He used to duck out from behind the wash house, and I'd throw a rock. So one day I made like I was going to throw the rock, and I waited, and he ducked behind the thing. And then when he ducked behind, I threw the rock and I hit him, just right. And Dad was going to whip me. Remember?
Right.
That?
I told Dad that I fell down, so he wouldn't get a whipping.
He saved me. Let's do.
I still haven't forgiven you for that.
Let's do Custom Aside.
Yeah. Why don't you go get tuned up?
We didn't have anything to do in Texas except play music and stomp crickets. I'm going to dedicate this song to all the cowboys.
Ready, folks?
I reckon.
Dust on my saddle, mud on my boots, a couple of empty saddlebags except for tools. Tired and I'm hungry, worried as can be. Last night I saw a poster and they're still after me. They claim you were in Clayton last year in the month of June. They said on the night of the 17th, them days is old saloon. And we shot in cold blood in a friendly poker game. I don't know how it happened, but somehow I got the blame. Dust on my saddle, mud on my boots, a couple of empty saddlebags except for 2 old suits. Tired and I'm hungry, worried as can be. Last night I saw a poster and they're still after me.
Well, I've worked up in the gold mines and I've logged up in the hills.
Come spring I'd drive the herds, but come fall I'd work the mill.
Well, I've done most every kind of work, from letter A to Z.
I guess I'll be riding now the bastards chasing me. Dust on the saddle, mud on my boots, a couple of empty saddlebags except for 2 old suits. Tired and I'm hungry, worried as can be. Last night I saw a poster and they're still after me.
Easy now. 6 years now since that fateful day my riding days ceased. Well, I'm hiding out in Kansas. They think I am a priest.
Carrying the Bible instead of a 45.
Remembering that poster saying dead or alive.
The Sunday sermon's over. I look out towards the bar. Several men are coming. One has on a star.
Well, I guess this time they caught me. Running ain't no use. This road will never stop them. They think they know the truth. But now the star is speaking. He says that I'm free. These years I spent running, they didn't have to be.
Well, they caught your man 6 years ago, right after I left town.
The riding days are over now and I can settle down. Dust on the saddle, mud on my boots, a couple of empty saddlebags except for 2 old suits. Tired and I'm hungry, worried as could be. Last night I saw a poster and they're still after me.
Everybody sing.
Dust on the saddle, mud on my boots, a couple of empty saddlebags except for 2 old suits. Tired and I'm hungry, lonely as can be. I'm bound for Carolina and my family.
Two. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Beautiful. All right. Dash, why don't you introduce this next guest, okay?
Thank you, Jimmy Seals. This really is a family affair tonight because I'm going to introduce to you another member of the family. His name is Walter Heath. Walter, come on up here. I want to talk to you, boy. Get up here. Quick, quick, quick. No. Walter has been traveling with us quite a bit. He's been touring around, and he's been opening the show for us. He was in concert with us, weren't you, Walter? He did an in-concert thing. And I'd just like to say, Walter, that you're going to have to tone down your shows a little bit because I have to come out afterwards and all these standing ovations, I don't know. No, seriously, Walter really is a member of our family because he married my wife's youngest sister, Garney.
I didn't know they were sisters.
Well, you do now. Walter Heath.
1, 2, 3, 4. I don't understand what's going on. People everywhere, they're being treated wrong. And hungry children cry their tearful song. We never should have gotten here. Take a look around you and tell me what you see. People everywhere, yeah, they're taking more than they need. It doesn't seem to me that was meant to be. We never should have gotten here. We were made to love. We were made to give all that we have. So if we'd only share, then everything would be alright. Everything will be alright. Gonna be alright. Everything gonna be alright. But this has all been said many times before. But we just keep standing here outside the door. It's really only one thing that I know for sure. We never should have gotten here. We were made to love. We were made to give all that we have. So if we'd only share, then everything would be alright. Everything gonna be alright. Gonna be alright. Everything gonna be alright. We were made to Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Jimmy and Dasha introduced their wives earlier, so I think I'd take this opportunity to introduce mine. Garney, right there on there, and my little son, Jamie. And I saw another one of Garney's sisters, Maxia, right there. All the family here. I'm going to go over to the piano now. I know it. I'd like to tell you a little story. It's about Joe Willie, your friendly neighborhood druggist. Y'all know who I'm talking about? Yeah, y'all know. Joe Willie's real cool, too. You know, he stands on the corner every now and then, picking up deliveries and making deliveries. Joe Willie got his thing together. You ought to see him on the weekends, riding around in this long white on white deuce and a quarter. That's Joe Willie. Decked out in a full-length mink coat, powder blue. Get that? Stepping high in his 8-inch elevators, Joe Willie's really doing it. You know you're wrong, don't you, brother? Say you believe in the Bible, but you had to get down with survival. You swear you're full of love for the human race. Still you just got to do your thing in the marketplace. You claim the system tries to keep a black man down, but you've been spreading misery all over town. And then you have the nerve enough to try and say that your brother's just a junkie anyway. You know you're wrong, don't you, brother? You're dealing death for a dollar. You're super fly with a pocket full of gold. You're riding high, but you're losing your wrong. So you know you're wrong, don't you, brother? To you, all the world is a jungle, and you'll do anything for a bundle. You live up in a mansion with a high stone fence, and you don't ever stop to think of the consequence. You ride around town in a brand new car, but anyone can see the sorry fool you are. And don't tell me that you haven't got a choice. You're just listening to the sound of your own voice. You know you're wrong, don't you, brother? You're dealing death for a dollar. You're super fly with a pocket full of gold. You're riding high, but you're losing your wrong. So you know you're wrong, don't you, brother? You help turn mamas and papas and babies into slaves. You build your empty castles on their graves. May God have mercy on your soul, on your soul, on your soul. You know you're wrong, don't you, brother? You're dealing death for a dollar. You're super fly with a pocket full of gold. You're riding high, but you're losing your wrong. So you know you're wrong, don't you, brother? You know you're wrong, don't you, brother?
Let's hear it. Hey, Robert. Well, you've met some of our family, and you've learned a little about our faith, and I hope you've had a good time. We're going to have to wrap it up, and I think we'd like to wrap it up with some good old foot-stomping, hand-clapping, hog-calling. How many hog-callers we got out here? All right, all right. Okay, this is the kind of music that we play on the front porch in Texas.
One little more. Let's do it double time. Thank you very much.